Hello, cat lover. If you're here, it's because you know just how important these special felines are in our lives, right? I know that your cat is very important to you, just as they hold a special place in your heart. However, I need to talk about something very serious, something that's often overlooked. Does your cat really love you? Or maybe they don't express love the way you expect. In today's video, we'll explore 7 signs that might show your cat doesn't love you, even though you might think they do. But don't worry, it's not the end of the world. We'll talk about this with lots of care and empathy and understand how you can strengthen the bond with your furry friend even more. Sometimes we think that just because our cat is with us, they are giving us all the love we desire. But the truth is, cats have their own unique way of showing how they feel, and often our perception may not align with their behavior. So, before we dive into the signs your cat might be sending, I invite you to do a small action that will help strengthen that bond. Subscribe to our channel now and turn on the notification bell. Every week, we share valuable tips, touching stories, and everything you need to know to understand your cat better and create unforgettable moments with them. Don't miss the chance to be part of our community. Now, let's go together and find out what your cat is really trying to tell you. Let's get started. Sign number 1. Your cat avoids your gaze. Have you ever stopped to notice that magical moment when your cat looks deeply into your eyes, almost as if they're reading your soul? This kind of gaze can be one of the greatest signs of affection and connection they can show. But if your cat consistently avoids looking into your eyes, it might be a sign that they don't feel comfortable or connected to you as you might think. And it's important to remember, cats are much more reserved creatures than dogs, and they are not as expressive with their gaze. Unlike dogs, which often make direct eye contact in a friendly way, cats tend to be more cautious and subtle. If your cat looks away or avoids eye contact, it might mean they don't feel completely secure or at ease around you. And don't take it personally, okay? It's not about you, but about their space and how they feel at the moment. In nature, cats use their gaze as a very subtle form of communication. When they stare at someone, it can be seen as a challenge or a threat. That's why many cats prefer to avoid direct eye contact, especially with those they don't fully trust yet. If your cat avoids your gaze, it might be a sign that they're still adjusting to their surroundings, or perhaps need more time to feel comfortable in your presence. This might seem sad or even frustrating, especially if you're looking for that deep connection with your feline. But actually, it's an invitation for you to respect their pace. Instead of forcing eye contact, try to understand when they feel more relaxed and willing to gaze at you. This might happen when they're calm and feel safe in their environment. You can even try initiating a softer, more loving look without pressure and gradually build a connection based on respect and trust. Every gesture, every moment shared with your cat, no matter how subtle, has great value in strengthening your bond. So instead of worrying about the lack of a deep gaze, take the time to respect their rhythm and space, creating opportunities for connection when they feel comfortable sharing it with you. This will make them realize that you're available and understand their needs. Sign number 2. The tail held high is rare. When cats are truly happy and confident, they tend to keep their tails upright. This indicates that your cat feels safe and is likely comfortable with you. However, if their tail is constantly down or trembling, it could be a sign that they don't feel 100% comfortable around you. This doesn't mean they don't love you, but you might need to pay more attention to their emotional needs. Sign number 3. Your cat never comes to you. If your cat is always avoiding you, not approaching you, or never coming over to cuddle, this could be a sign that they don't feel completely at ease with your presence. Unlike dogs, cats aren't as immediate with affection, and if your cat avoids coming to you, it might be time to rethink how they are being treated to create a safer, and more peaceful environment for them. Sign number 4. He avoids physical interactions. Many people believe that the most obvious way a cat shows affection is through petting, like when they curl up in your lap or rub against your hands. However, if your cat consistently avoids your hands, moves away when you try to pet them, or seems bothered when you try to touch them, it could be a clear sign that they're not comfortable at that moment. Remember, every cat has their own way of relating, and not all cats are equally affectionate or have the same need for physical closeness. It's important to understand that cats, unlike dogs, are not as demanding when it comes to physical interaction. For them, affection might be something that should be offered more cautiously. If your cat pulls away or seems uncomfortable when you try to touch them, it doesn't mean they don't like you or love you. It could simply mean that they need more space or that they're going through something that makes them more sensitive to physical touch. Sometimes they might just be tired or feeling overwhelmed. So don't take it personally. Instead of forcing the interaction, offer affection in a gentler and more considerate way. Pay attention to your cat's signals. Do they approach you on their own? Do they lie next to you calmly? These small gestures can show you that, deep down, they appreciate your company, but may prefer a calmer and less intrusive form of affection. Respecting their limits is essential to creating an environment where they feel safe and comfortable enough to come closer to you when they're ready. By noticing these signs and responding with more understanding and patience, you'll strengthen the trust between you two, creating a deeper and more respectful bond. Over time, this can result in more moments of affection in a spontaneous and genuine way. Sign number 5. He never marches or rubs his head on you. One of the strongest ways a cat shows affection is by rubbing their head against you. This behavior is not only a way for them to mark their territory, but also a sign of affection. If your cat never does this, it could be that they don't feel as strong of a bond with you, but this doesn't mean they don't love you. It just may mean they need more time to trust you. Sign number 6. His meows are always focused on food or needs. Many cats have the habit of meowing, but if his meows are always directed towards things like food, toys, or any other needs rather than affection, it could be a sign that he's not seeking your company for enjoyment, but rather out of necessity. This doesn't mean he doesn't love you, but it does mean that he associates your presence with a basic need. Sign number 7. Your cat shows signs of aggression or constant irritation. If your cat is constantly aggressive, scratching, biting, or showing irritation with you for no apparent reason, it's time to take a step back and reflect. Aggression can be a clear sign of stress or discomfort. A cat's love is subtle, and aggression may be trying to tell you something. Pay attention to their behavior, and if necessary, consult an expert to understand how to improve the relationship. Now, before you get worried, understand this. Every cat is unique. There isn't a one-size-fits-all manual for how cats should show love. What we need to remember is that a cat's love can be discreet, calm, and sometimes even demanding. But with patience, respect, and observation, we can create a relationship of mutual trust where both you and your cat feel safe and happy. And if you've noticed some of these signs in your cat, don't feel sad. Their love is there, just in a way you might not have expected. The important thing is that you're willing to understand and improve this relationship. The bond between you can be even stronger. Now I want to hear from you. Does your cat show any of these signs? How have you been handling it? Leave your comment below and share your experiences with us. Let's exchange ideas and learn together on how to improve this special relationship. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Every week, we have new content that will touch your heart and help you improve the bond with your feline friend. I hope that with this video, you've learned a bit more about the signs your cat might be sending. And remember, a cat's love is quiet but extremely valuable. See you in the next video, and may you and your cat have more and more moments of connection and affection.